Hi, everybody. We're group 4. I'm just going to get my screen shared and we'll get started. Okay, so it's that wonderful time of year when wish lists are made and parents are scrambling to find the perfect gift and to find it on sale. Math actually plays a large part in holiday shopping, and today I'll be telling you about how it can help you find that perfect gift and not break the bank. I'll also give you a tip on saving for next year. So my name is Alyssa Pierce, and today I'm going to be talking to y'all about percent and compound interest. So what is percent? Percent comes from the Latin word meaning per centum, which means per hundred. So what that means, percent in an easy term, if you have a group of 100 people and 10 of them are redheads, that means 10% of that group of people have red hair. So let's look at percent in real life. Now, these are not based on factual costs, so don't get excited because I highly doubt a PlayStation 4 is $199. But let's say it is. So the original cost of it, $199 at both Target and Walmart. So for a sale, Target's running 40% off of it, and Walmart's giving you a flat rate of $120. But you're asking yourself, which is the better deal? So I encourage you to pause the video and try to figure out which one would be the better deal for you. Okay, so let's see which one it was. It was not Walmart. Now you're asking why. Let's look. So first you're going to take the base cost, the original, which was $199, and you're going to multiply that by 40% because that was Target's sale. So that's going to be $199 times 0.40, 40%, and that gives you $79.60. Now don't get excited. That's not what you're paying. That's your discount. So you're going to discount $199 and $79.60, and that's going to give you $119.40. And guess what? Target is 60 cents cheaper than Walmart. So hey, if you want a good bargain, head to Target. So let's look at compound interest. So compound interest is interest calculated on the initial principal and also on the accumulated interest of previous periods of a deposit or loan. So let's look at that at a simplified term. So let's say it's candy cane time, and a group of children get one candy cane each. Now they can either eat it now or they can delay gratification for 10 minutes and earn one more candy cane. And this exercise will go on for 30 minutes. So at 1 o'clock, you get your first candy cane. At 1:10, granted if you haven't eaten the first one, you get another, and that goes on for the next 30 minutes. At the end of this time, the children who didn't touch any of their candy canes are going to end up with 4, which proves over amount of time, you can start with something so little and actually end up with quite a bit. So let's talk about that in adult terms. So let's save some money. You open a savings account with $4,500. The bank offers a compound interest rate of 8% per year that the account is not touched. So how much interest have you earned that first year at the bank? So let's figure it out. You're going to take your original cost, your principal, which was $4,500, times the 8%, which would translate to 0.08, and you get $360. How much is in your account? So you're going to add the principal plus the interest earned, which was $4,860 is your total. So you earn $360 total in interest. So I hope that my presentation has given you some holiday cheer and the ability to use mathematics in your last minute holiday shopping and has helped you prepare yourself for next year. Now Akeisha is going to be discussing percentage increase and decrease and how to solve the 5 basic percent problems.
Thanks, Miss Alyssa. Man, I was about to go buy me a PlayStation 4. But we got to talk about some more percentage problems. And I got a riddle for you before we start. If Timmy has 60 cookies and he ate 75% of his cookies, what does he have now? A tummy ache. All right. So I'm going to be talking to you about how to solve 3 basic types of percentage problems, as well as how percentages increase and decrease. So without further ado, I'm Miss Keisha, and let's get started. So the first one you're going to see is sometimes you're going to calculate a percentage of a number. So say the car of your dreams. It could be whatever you want. It is $22,000. And the dealers are going to agree to finance you if you give them an additional 10%. So you want to find out how much you're going to end up paying after it's paid off. So think of it this way. You got $22,000 plus an additional 10%. You need to find out what 10% is of $22,000. And you can do this by just multiplying, or you can use proportional reasoning. So if you think of 10% as 10 over 100, in simplest form, it's 1 over 10. And we're going to set it equal to x over 22,000. I'm just going to put 22K, so we don't write all those zeros. So now we're going to cross multiply. You got 22,000 equal to 10x. Well, now we got to divide both sides by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. And 22,000 divided by 10 is, you mark out these zeros. So now you have 2,200 over 1. So the interest that you're going to pay them is 2,200. But that's not what the question asked. The question was, how much you're going to end up paying altogether? So what you need to do is take this interest and add it back to the original. So your dream car is going to be 22,000 plus 2,200, giving you 24,200. That is a lot of money to pay extra, I'll tell you that. And another way that you can see percentage problems is they give you the percent, and now you got to find a number. So you just got your last math test back. You got a 90. Yay! There were 30 questions on that test. So how many did you get right? So we know that 90%, and there were 30 questions. So again, you could just multiply 0.9 by 30, and you can get it that way. Or you can set it up as fractions again. So 9 over 10 times x over 30, or equals x over 30, sorry. And then you're going to cross multiply. So 9 times 30 is 270. Set it equal to 10x. Now you got to divide it. 10 divided by 10 is 1. Mark out these zeros. So the number you got right is 27. That is a lot to get right. Maybe it'll give you partial credit for the other ones if you redo them. That'd be nice. All right. That was a lot of information, and we still have one more to go through. All right. So the last way that we're going to talk about to see a percentage problem is you're going to calculate what the percent is after they gave you two numbers. So, handy dandy marker. You got 15 out of your fellow 25 classmates wanting to have 5 play days instead of a pizza party. Crazy. Who doesn't want pizza? Yum. But we want to find out who wanted the pizza. So this 15 It's not people who want pizza. So we're going to subtract them from the 25 to find out what number did. That wasn't supposed to be a go line. There we go. All right, now we're going to subtract. So 25 minus 15 is 10. The remaining 10 out of 25 wanted pizza. Now we got to find out what the percentage is of that. So if you don't know what the percent is just based off this fraction, you can always simplify it. Try to get it as close to 100. So I will go backwards. We're going to divide both sides by 5 to get 2 over 5. But that's still not 100. But if you multiply each side by 2, you're going to get 4 out of 10. If you still don't know, multiply it by another 10, that's going to add a 0. So now you have 40 out of 100. So now we know percent out of 100, the amount of people who wanted pizza was 40%. That wasn't too hard, now was it? But we still have one more topic to talk about. And it's how percentages can increase and decrease. So you have a credit card. And the bank has graciously let you have a higher cash back for every purchase. And they raised it from your normal 2% up to 5%. So 5% of everything you buy, you're going to get back. So if you spend $100 every month, how much are you going to get back at the end of the year? So first we need to find out what we're getting back every month. And 5%, 5 out of 100, well, there's our fraction already. You get $5 for every $100. That was a very bad dollar sign. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, and now we know that there are 12 months in a year. So the $5 times 12 months, you're going to get $60 back. Put that towards that PS4. That wasn't too hard. They gave us an easy one. But this next one is a little bit more of a doozy. So Hurricane Matthew went through your little town of Little Rock. And you've been trying to sell your house so that you can move to the big city and become a circus clown. But before the storm, your house is valued at $157,000. But there's a lot of damages when hurricanes hit. So everyone's home is going to decrease by 21%. What's your home valued at now? So first, we got to find out the amount of money our house went down. And they gave us a funky number, 21%. But you can break that into 20 and 1%. So I like to put it into a fraction, and then I will find that fraction into the big number. So I know that 20% is 1/5. And so now 1/5 of 157,000 I like to do this thing where I'll divide it this way and then multiply. So 5 will go into 15 3 times. 5 will now go into 7 ones with the remainder 2. Well, the number after it's 0, so 2 and a 0 is 4. But there's no more remainder, so 2 more zeros. And there we go. 20% is 31,400. Now let's find 1%. So we're going to put that 1 over 100. And the easy thing about tens and hundreds is you can just tack off those zeros. So 1, 2. 1% is 1,570. And we need to add these up to get 21%. So you get 32,970. But that's not what your home's valued at now. That was just what the value decreased. So to find what your home is now, you need to subtract it. 157,000 minus 32,970. I'm going to borrow from the 7 to get a 6. Make that a 10. But we got to borrow again. Make it a 9, 10, and we're going to borrow. And there we go. Well, I guess I didn't need to go that far. My bad. Because 0 minus 0 is already 0. All right, but we got that borrow. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 9 is 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. And 1. Your home is now valued at $124,030. That's a little bit of a difference. Hopefully that's enough to help you out in the big city. I hope you learned a lot about percentages and how to solve them and solve some real world problems. And we're going to go now to Miss Chelsea, who's going to teach us about percents and mathematical growth. So have a great day.